2, Lesson 8. This unit is all about different strum patterns and some new rhythms. We're going to learn about a whole note and a half note, and we're also going to learn about some syncopations or ties. So there's a lot of information in this unit, or in this lesson. So let's get started. So up till now, you've been playing quarter notes all down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you've always been playing on every beat. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Or you've been playing eighth notes and still playing on each count. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're always playing the count on a downstroke. Here's eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Or down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. What we're going to learn about in this unit is two new rhythms. One is the whole note, which is actually worth 4 counts. And I would encourage you to move your arm. Keep this quarter note frame. We talked about that before earlier. This idea of even if you're not strumming, try and keep track of the count physically, or the beat. So a whole note would be played like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's ringing for the entire 4 counts. If you don't make the motion, if you just do this, then it's kind of ambiguous as to when to play it again. So the motion is good because it keeps you kind of on a steady beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's a whole note. A half note is half as long as a whole note. And it's held for 2 beats. So we'd actually strum on beat 1 and beat 3. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so we can obviously combine those to create different rhythms. And I'm going to have to reach over and scroll my computer screen here a little bit. So let's look at the other strum patterns. We started with the quarter notes. We've already accomplished this. The first one is just 4 quarter notes down. The second example is eighth notes. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And that's all review for you. The third example is a combination of 2 quarter notes and a half note. So it would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like to call it the Jingle Bells rhythm. All right. The next page, we get on to an inversion of that. We're going to do a half note followed by 2 quarter notes. It's not like this. 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what I meant by inversion, meaning we started with the half note rather than ending with the half note. Next example is just simply 2 half notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last example in those first 6 examples are all whole notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think you'll be fine with those. Where we really get in trouble is when we get to the tie. And the tie, in some ways, is just another way of writing a half note. But traditionally, we only use half notes for either the first half of the measure or the second half of the measure. So if we want to have a half note on beat 2, a lot of times we'll show it as 2 quarter notes tied together, so it's a little more obvious that it's not the first half of the measure or the second half of the measure. So the first example under the ties section, it has 2 quarter notes, and then that second quarter note is tied to a third quarter note, and then we play the fourth quarter note as an individual note. And so you could think of those 2 tied quarter notes as a half note. It's just another way of writing it. And you'll see them written both ways. So that example would sound like this. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next example is probably the most common strum pattern. Let's see, down. Yes. This is one of the most common strum patterns in popular music. And it's what we call a syncopated pattern, meaning we're going to have 2 upstrokes in the row. So instead of just playing all the 8th notes like this, we're going to tie this 8th note to this 8th note. So we get 2 ups in a row. And so I'm just going to say that second pattern under the tied rhythm. So it's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So this is going to be a little hard for most of you. So let me give you some strong suggestions here. One is keep that arm moving no matter what. I would encourage you to just simply move it like this before you can try and play it, and just say what direction you want to play. Down, up, 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 down. And again, it helps to hit those lower notes on beat 1 and not so many strings on the subsequent beats. The third example under the ties is 2 quarter notes, and the second quarter note is tied to the first 8th note. So that rhythm would sound like this. I'll do it again by just moving. 1, 2, ready, say down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Example 4 is a variation of that, and this is actually probably the most common strum pattern in all pop music. The pattern here is down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And this one you'll play over and over. I don't care what song you're playing. This one comes up time and time again. So I really encourage you to make sure you have this one down really as comfortably as you can. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, ready, play. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Scroll down to the next page here. All right, there's a couple more for you. So this one here on the bottom of page 4, or on the top of page 41, is down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3. Next one is 1 and 2, 3 and no, we're not going to play on beat 4, so it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, here we go. 1 and 2, 3 and 1 and 2, 3 and. Down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Finally, the last one is down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. It sounds like this. 1, 2, ready, go. All right. So some things to realize about these strum patterns is that you could use them for any song. As long as you're using a 4/4 strum pattern for a song that's in 4/4, you can mix and match them. There's no right or wrong here, as long as you're keeping track of 4 beats and a measure. So I'd really encourage you to, as you learn the songs going forward, try different strum patterns. I will write strum patterns just so that everybody has something to look at that's the same thing. But you should feel free on your own to always experiment with strum patterns, to experiment with the chords that you've learned. I would even encourage you to maybe try and write a song. You've got all the power now. You've got 3 chords and some strum patterns. That's pretty much it. So, all right. So happy practicing, and we'll see you at lesson 9.